Alright, this is going to be my third time trying to record this. So basically what I'm doing is making 4 scripts that's going to be forcing your character to move forward, or just basically that's it. So I'm going to be showing 2 different types. I'm going to be showing constant and I'm going to show input. So the constant is going to be what it says. It's just going to be constantly pushing you forward. And then the input is where you gotta push a certain button for it to push you forward, etc, etc. Alright, so first things first, you want to have your platform and then have your rigid body on your player. I have it all set up already because I tried making it earlier. I just deleted the script and I'm showing you again. Alright, so basically what I'm going to do now is add component. I'm going to make a new script and I'm going to do create and add. I'm going to go ahead and wait for this. And now I'm going to move that into my scripts real quick. Okay. Here is all my scripts. So basically what I'm going to do now is delete these using system stuff. This doesn't really help us with anything right now. Alright. Second thing I'm going to do is 3 down, and now I'm going to actually start up our rigid body. So I want to change the name of the rigid body since I don't want to actually always use rigid body before doing a dot and then doing add force. So basically what I'm going to do there is do public, and then I'm going to do the name of the component I want to change. I want to do ridge and then body. And then I'm going to change it to RB semicolon, end it there. The next thing I want to do is actually be able to edit the speed through the component script, or through the script. I don't want to have to rechange the script. I want to do it through the component script. So I'm going to do public again, and then float, because this is a float. And then I'm going to make my float name speed. Right? This is going to be the speed of the character. So, and then I'm going to go equal to, I'm going to put the default speed to 100 or 1000 float, and then semicolon to end it. So now, if we exit this and let it load, it looks like we do, or I might have spelt it wrong. Let's see. I did. So you do want to get it right. It's rigid body, not ridge. So rigid body, that should fix it right there. Rigid body. Okay, apparently I don't know how to spell. So what I'm going to do, see, that's a D, that's why. Okay, I don't know how to spell today, alright? Now it should work. Yeah, okay, no errors. Now, if we go to our players, we're going to see 2 different things now. We're going to see RB, which is none right now, and then we have our default speed to 1000. Alright, so I'm going to take our rigid body, and I'm going to move it down to our RB section right now. So it's verifying the rigid body is RB, right? So I am now going to open this and we're going to actually start the script. So first things first, this void update, I'm going to change to fixed update. Sorry if I'm coughing, I am sick. If you want to make a different void fixed update, you can. So now we're going to start this. I'm going to start with a constant one, so where it's always moving forward no matter what. So basically what I'm going to do is do RB. So this is our rigid body dot add force, and then now we're going to do it by the X, Y, and Z axis, basically. So I want to add force to our, let's say we want it on our X axis moving forward, right? So I could literally just go like 200. No, like, yeah, I'll go 120 for now. So this is going to constantly add force to our x-axis. So now if I close this, it is going to, since it has a mass, it's going to fall down. and it's going to infinitely go forward. As you can see, I didn't even have to push the key, it just went forward by itself. Alright, so that's how you do it. So you can do it for the x-axis, which again, x-axis going left or right, like this. Y is going up and down, and then Z is going basically like that. Alright. Alright. X right now for coding is going basically forward and backwards for us. Y is going up and down, and then Z is going left and right for us in this coding. So yeah, that's basically what's happening. Alright, if you do want to be able to edit the certain amount of speed right there, you could always change this from 120 to our speed, which is the name of this right here, and then times time dot delta time. So there's that. So now I could just close this. It's going to be multiplied by the time dot delta time, which is our frame rate. So if we go back here and play, it's going to go much slower now because of our frame rate, but it's still going, right? So now I'm going to, so now I could just up the speed. Since it was at 1,000, I could put it at like 10,000, right? And then I could push play and it'll just go launching forward, as you can see. Alright, but I'm gonna keep it at 1,000. Alright, but that's constant. Now we're gonna work on input. So for our input, we're gonna be on a certain key. Whatever key we press, it's gonna do basically what we tell it to. So we're gonna do an if statement for this. So we're gonna do if space, and then we're gonna open up this. For this, we're gonna do input, right? So this is gonna be our input dot get key. It's going to get our key we want from the keyboard. So we want to move forward for our first one, so I'm gonna do W, enter to go down, and then open up this code. So I'm going to do the same thing as our constant except with this. So I'm gonna do RB dot add force, right? So we have RB dot add force, and then we're going to do speed times time dot delta time. So there we go right there. Then again, we have to do our Y. I'm gonna put our Y to Z, and then I'm gonna put our Z to 0. I'm sorry if I actually said Z right here. We're gonna put our Y to 0 and our Z to 0, and then we're gonna leave our X to speed times time dot delta time. Now when you want to end that code, semicolon right there. Alright, so now if we go ahead and check, if we got no errors down there, we're gonna go ahead and push play. We're gonna watch the character on the right fall down, or we should be falling down, but we're not. I guess I gotta fix the gravity. But if we push W, you can see I am constantly going forward, or W, I'm sorry. And I'm going to fix this gravity. Use gravity. I want this to use gravity. So now I'll start falling to the ground. Yeah. And if I push W, you can see I'm moving forward, and then I fall off. There we go. Alright, now we're gonna go ahead and work on our S. So we're gonna go work on backwards. So I'm gonna copy this, boom boom. I'm gonna change the W to an S, and I'm going to change this speed times delta time dot delta time to a negative speed dot time or times time dot delta time. I can't speak. Right, but that's that. Now we're going to work on left and right, which I'm going to go down 2 times, paste that, and then paste it again. I'm going to make this one A. Right, and I'm going to make this one D. So speed times time dot delta time. For this one, I'm going to delete that and make it 0. And delete that and reset it to 0. And then, well, for our left and right, we're going to be working with our Z axis right here. So I'm going to do speed times time dot delta time for this one, and then negative speed times time dot delta time for this one. There we go. So now if I hop out there, we can check if that's correct. If it's not correct, you could always change the negative and positive around. So we'll see here. So now if I push A, I'm going left for me. And then if I push D, I am now going right. And then just to check if the speed actually works, you can adjust it. So I'm going to put it to 500. Actually, I'm going to put it to 120, and now I should be barely moving. Oh. Yeah, always remember to pause before actually editing it, because it will reset your progress. Now, you can see I'm not moving at all, or more like I'm barely moving because of friction. So what I'm going to do is go back to my physical material, and then put this on here. And then I'm going to up the speed a bit. Let's say 500. Alright. Now we're slippery, but you could, I don't know if it actually looks like we're moving. It's still pretty slow. So let's up it a bit more, 800. Okay. But I am moving, just not as fast. I think 800 is actually pretty good for this. So I think I'll leave it at 800 for now. Alright. That's pretty much the force, but I'm also going to show you up and down real quick. So I'm going to go ahead and copy this. Paste that there and paste that there. If you just want to go up, you could just do one, but I'm going to go up and down since I'm going to disable gravity. So E is going to go up, and then Q is going to go down. So again, I'm going to take this, change that to 0. I'm going to take this, change that to 0. Now we're going to go for our y-axis, which is in the middle. This I'm going to make is, since this one's down, I'm on the key right now, this one's down, this is going to be minus speed times time dot delta time. And then I'm going to go ahead and copy this and then paste it where this 0 is on the E, except make it positive. Now I'm going to close it. For now, I'm going to disable gravity, and I'm going to play. So now if I push E, I go up. Q, I'm going to go down. W forward, S backwards, A left, and D right. That's basically all of our code right there. And yeah, that's everything I have to show you. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.